Which of the following best describes the concept of transaction isolation level? A. The ability to execute SQL transactions in parallel. B. The degree to which transaction changes are visible to other transactions. C. The speed at which transactions are executed. D. The security level applied to transactions. Which of the following is a benefit of query optimization in databases? A. Reduces the need for indexes. B. Increases the complexity of queries. C. Improves query performance. D. Decreases database security. An ER diagram incorrectly shows two entities directly connected by more than one relationship. What is this error known as? A. Relationship redundancy. B. Cardinality mismatch. C. Entity ambiguity. D. Attribute duplication. What is the correct SQL statement to create a foreign key in the orders table that references the customer's table's primary key? A. Create foreign key, customer ID, references customers, customer ID. B. Alter table orders, add constraint FK _ customer foreign key, customer ID, references customers, customer ID. C. Alter table orders, add foreign key, customer ID, references customers. D. Create table orders, add foreign key, customer ID, references customers. To add a column named email of type varchar to an existing table named users, which SQL statement is correct? A. Alter table users, add column email varchar. B. Alter table users, add email varchar. C. Update table users, add email varchar. D. Insert into users, email, values, varchar. In a many-to-many relationship, which of the following is required to model this relationship in a relational database? A. A composite primary key. B. A junction table. C. A foreign key constraint. D. An index. To update the salary column in the employees table by increasing all salaries by 10%, which SQL statement is correct? A. Update employees set salary equal to salary multiplied by 1.1. B. Update employees increase salary by 10%. C. Alter table employees modify salary equal to salary multiplied by 1.1. D. Change employees set salary equal to salary plus salary multiplied by 0.1. What is the purpose of the SQL command explain? A. To document the structure of the database. B. To describe the syntax of SQL commands. C. To provide a detailed execution plan of a query. D. To correct errors in SQL queries. In the context of data warehousing, what is dimensional modeling? A. The process of converting unstructured text into a structured format. B. A technique for the physical design of databases. C. The creation of a conceptual model for analyzing data, typically involving facts and dimensions. D. The use of 3D models to represent data visually. Which of the following is not a property of transactions? Acid properties. A. Authenticity. B. Atomicity. C. Consistency. D. Isolation. During schema refinement, a designer notices that certain attributes depend on other non-primary attributes. Which normal form is not being adhered to? A. First normal form. B. Second normal form. C. Third normal form. D. Voice code normal form. A database table is noticed to have duplicate rows. Which normalization form is most likely being violated? A. First normal form. B. Second normal form. C. Third normal form. D. Voice code normal form. What is the correct way to change the data type of a column in an existing table in SQL? A. Modify table name, change column name new data type. B. Alter table name, alter column name, set data type new data type. C. Alter table name, modify column name new data type. D. Alter table name, change column name new data type. How can you create an OLAP cube in SQL Server Analysis Services? A. Using the create cube statement in SQL. B. Through the SQL Server Management Studio interface. C. By executing a special OLAP cube creation script. D. Defining it in an XML script file. A complex query involving multiple join operations is performing poorly. What is a common method to improve its performance? A. Reducing the number of columns in the select clause. B. Using subqueries instead of joins. C. Optimizing the join order. D. Increasing the database server's memory. Which SQL statement is used to create a full-text index in MySQL? A. Create full-text index foot index on articles, content. B. Full-text index create on articles, content. C. Index full-text create articles, content. D. Create index full-text on articles, content. Which of the following best describes the difference between a clustered and a non-clustered index? A. A clustered index speeds up data insertion, whereas a non-clustered index speeds up data deletion. B. A clustered index affects the physical order of rows, whereas a non-clustered index does not. C. A clustered index can only be created on primary keys, whereas a non-clustered index can be created on any column. D. A clustered index is automatically created when a table is created, whereas a non-clustered index must be created manually. Which type of database index is optimized for equality searches? A. Clustered index. B. Non-clustered index. C. Full-text index. D. Bitmap index. You notice that a particular query within a transaction is causing lock contention. What is the first step in addressing this issue? A. Rewriting the query to access fewer rows. B. Increasing the database's hardware resources. C. Switching to table-level locks. D. Disabling locks for the transaction. Which command is used in MySQL to start a transaction with a consistent snapshot, providing repeatable reads for the duration of the transaction? A. Start transaction with consistent snapshot. B. Begin work with consistent snapshot. C. Create transaction with snapshot. D. Begin transaction consistent snapshot. Which of the following scenarios is a potential drawback of using optimistic concurrency control? A. Transactions are serialized automatically. B. Deadlocks are more frequent. C. Increased overhead due to rollback of transactions. D. Reduced throughput due to excessive locking. Which command in Redis is used to set a key user :100 with a value John Doe that expires after 10 minutes? A. Set user :100 John Doe expire 600. B. Set user :100 John Doe TTL 600. C. Set user :100 John Doe with expiry 600. D. Set X user :100 600 John Doe. How can the isolation level of a transaction be set in SQL Server to prevent dirty reads? A. Set transaction isolation level read uncommitted. B. Set transaction isolation level read committed. C. Set transaction isolation level repeatable read. D. Set transaction isolation level serializable. What mechanism is commonly used to ensure the durability of transactions in database systems? A. Log-based recovery. B. Two-phase locking. C. Timestamp ordering. D. Save points. What distinguishes data warehousing from databases in terms of data analysis? A. Data warehousing focuses on capturing data from diverse sources, whereas databases focus on storing real-time transactional data. B. Data warehousing is optimized for read-intensive operations, whereas databases are optimized for write-intensive operations. C. Data warehouse primarily use SQL for querying, whereas databases use NoSQL. D. Data warehouse store unstructured data, whereas databases store structured data. Which of the following is a private IP address? A. 192.168.1.1. B. 172.16.0.1. C. 10.0.0.1. D. All of the above. What does the term subnetting refer to in networking? A. Dividing a large network into smaller, logical networks. B. Allocating IP addresses to devices. C. Filtering network traffic. D. Assigning MAC addresses. Which of the following is a valid IPv4 address? A. 192.256.1.1. B. 172.31.0.1. C. 300.100.50.25. D. 500.10.5. What is the purpose of a proxy server in networking? A. To manage IP addresses. B. To filter and forward network traffic. C. To assign MAC addresses dynamically. D. To encrypt network communication. Which of the following is a layer 2 device in a network? A. Router. B. Switch. C. Hub. D. Firewall. What is the purpose of ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol? A. To encapsulate data for transmission. B. To manage network traffic congestion. C. To diagnose network-related issues. D. To establish a secure connection. What is the purpose of ARP, Address Resolution Protocol? A. To map IP addresses to MAC addresses. B. To discover the default gateway. C. To resolve domain names to IP addresses. D. To establish a secure connection. Which layer of the OSI model is responsible for end-to-end communication and provides services like encryption and decryption? A. Transport layer. B. Presentation layer. C. Application layer. D. Session layer. Consider a point-to-point link 50 km in length. At what bandwidth would propagation delay, at a speed of 2 into 10 is to the power 8 meter per second, equal transmit delay for 100 byte packets? A. 1.6 megabits per second. B. 3.2 megabits per second. C. 6.4 megabits per second. D. 12.8 megabits per second. Calculate the bandwidth necessary for transmitting in real time. HDTV high-definition video at a resolution of 1920 into 1080, 24 bits per pixel, 30 frames per sec. A. Approximate 0.5 Gbps. B. Approximate 1.0 Gbps. C. Approximate 1.5 Gbps. D. Approximate 2.0 Gbps. Which one of the following is not a client-server application? A. Internet chat. B. Web browsing. C. Email. D. Ting. Match the following. A. B. C. D. Choose the best match between Group 1 and Group 2. A. B. C. D. To deliver a message to the correct application program running on a host, the dash address must be consulted. A. IP. B. MAC. C. Port. D. None of the mentioned. The ASCII encoding of binary data is called A. Base 64 encoding. B. Base 32 encoding. C. Base 16 encoding. D. Base 8 encoding. Which of the following tasks is not done by data link layer? A. Framing. B. Error control. C. Flow control. D. Channel coding. When 2 or more bits in a data unit has been changed during the transmission, the error is called dash. A. Random error. B. Burst error. C. Inverted error. D. Double error. For a 10 Mbps Ethernet link, if the length of the packet is 32 bits, the transmission delay is dash in microseconds. A. 3.2. B. 32. C. 0.32. D. 320. In the transfer of file between server and client, if the transmission rates along the path is 10 Mbps, 20 Mbps, 30 Mbps, 40 Mbps, the throughput is usually dash. A. 20 Mbps. B. 10 Mbps. C. 40 Mbps. D. 50 Mbps. Which of the following is not correct? A. Web cache doesn't has its own disk space. B. Web cache can act both like server and client. C. Web cache might reduce the response time. D. Web cache contains copies of recently requested objects. Which of the following is not concerned by the switch to manage traffic in it? A. MAC address. B. Collision domain. C. Segmentation. D. Number of ports. Which of the following is incorrect about hubs? A. It does not have intelligence. B. It has routing tables. C. It uses broadcast messages. D. It has no IP address. In asynchronous serial communication, the physical layer provides dash. A. Start and stop signaling. B. Flow control. C. Both start and stop signaling and flow control. D. Only start signaling. Several techniques can make size of routing table manageable and also handle issues such as dash. A. Maturity. B. Error reporting. C. Tunneling. D. Security. LSP stands for dash. A. Link stable packet. B. Link state packet. C. Link state protocol. D. Link state path. In study phase activities, which activity failed the ISR by user? A. User review. B. User need. C. Initial investigation. D. System review. After development phase, a document is prepared. A. Program specification. B. Design specification. C. System specification. D. None of these. A data cannot flow between a store and 1, a store 2, a process 3. An external entity. A. 1 and 3. B. 1 and 2. C. 2 and 3. D. 2. The main ingredient of the report documenting the dash is the cost-benefit analysis. A. System analysis. B. Feasibility study. C. System analyst. D. System design. Dash is a good example of deterministic system. A. Life cycle. B. Computer program. C. Software program. D. None of the above. Organization chart is a type of A. Basic chart. B. IPO chart. C. Hierarchical chart. D. Step chart. Among the attributes of a good systems analyst, the following are essential. 1. Knowledge of organization. 2. Analytical mind. 3. Ability to communicate orally. 4. Excellent mathematical abilities. A. 1 and 2. B. 1, 2 and 3. C. 1, 2 and 4. D. 1, 3 and 4. System test plan is specified. A. When the final specifications are drawn up. B. During feasibility study. C. During the requirements specifications stage. D. During system study stage. The code is developed with the measurable properties of an item is known. A. Group classification code. B. Self-checking code. C. Significant digit code. D. Numeric code. The problem statement includes the dash, which lists specific input numbers. A program would typically expect the user to enter and precise output values that a perfect program would return for those input values. A. Testing plan. B. Error handler. C. IPO cycle. D. Input-output specification. Actual programming of software code is done during the dash step in the SDLC. A. Maintenance and evaluation. B. Design. C. Analysis. D. Development and documentation. Most modern software applications enable you to customize and automate various features using small custom-built mini-programs called A. Macros. B. Code. C. Routines. D. Subroutines. Sequence numbering of records is used to 1. Identify each record uniquely. 2. Track a missing record in a batch of records. 3. Count the number of records. 4. Sort the records. A. 1 and 2. B. 1, 2 and 3. C. 1, 2, 3 and 4. D. 1 and 4. Block codes are 1. Concise, 2. Meaningful, 3. Expandable, 4. Comprehensive. A. 1 and 2. B. 2 and 3. C. 3 and 4. D. 1 and 3. A data element in a data dictionary may have A. Only integer value. B. No value. C. Only real value. D. Only decimal value. A data dictionary is usually developed A. At requirements specification phase. B. During feasibility analysis. C. When the FD is developed. D. When a database is designed. Which are the tools not used for system analysis? A. System test data. B. Decision table. C. Data flow diagram. D. Flowcharts. Mistakes made in the system analysis stage show up in A. Implementation. B. System design. C. System developments. D. All of the above. Difference between decision tables and decision trees is R. A. Value to end user. B. Form of representation. C. One shows the logic while other shows the process. D. All of the above. Programmers use dash to organize and summarize the results of their problem. Analysis. A. Flowcharts. B. Input charts. C. Hypo. D. Output charts. System analysts have to interact with 1. Managers of organizations. 2. Users in the organization. 3. Programming team. 4. Data entry operator. A. 3 and 4. B. 1, 2 and 3. C. 2, 3 and 4. D. 2 and 3. System design is carried out A. As soon as system requirements are determined. B. Whenever a system analyst feels it is urgent. C. After final system specifications are approved by the organization. D. Whenever the user management feels it should be done. System approval criteria are specified. A. When the final specifications are drawn up. B. During feasibility study. C. During the requirements specifications stage. D. During system study stage. Initial requirements specification is A. Not changed till the end of the project. B. Continuously changed during project implementation. C. Only a rough indication of the requirement. D. Changed and finalized after feasibility study. The data flow diagram is the basic component of dash system. A. Conceptual. B. Logical. C. Physical. D. None of the above. If a class doesn't have public members, then dash A. None of its members will be able to get inherited. B. None of its instance creation will be allowed. C. None of its member function can be called outside the class. D. None of its data members will be able to get initial value. Which among the following is correct for the code given? A. Instance of B will not be created. B. Instance of B will be created. C. Program gives compile time error. D. Program gives runtime error. Which class destructor will be called first when following code go out of scope? A. B. B. C. C. D. B and C. Which among the following is correct based on the given code below? A. Cout can't be used inside the constructor. B. Constructor must contain only initializations. C. This program works fine. D. This program produces errors. Which language can use inheritance with local classes? A. Kotlin. B. Java. C. Smalltalk. D. SAP ABAP. How many objects can be referenced from the same variables? A. One at a time. B. Many at a time. C. Many using array name. D. 7 at maximum at same time. Does following code show multiple inheritance? A. Yes, class C and class D. B. Yes, altogether it's multilevel. C. No, 4 classes are used. D. No, multiple inheritance is used with class A, B and C. What is the syntax of a const member function? A. Void fun const. B. Void fun constant. C. Void const fun. D. Const void fun. Base class have dash of abstraction. A. Higher degree. B. Lower degree. C. Intermediate. D. Minimum degree. Global destructors execute in dash order after main function is terminated. A. Sequential. B. Random. C. Reverse. D. Depending on priority. Which among the following is proper syntax for class given below? A. B. C. D. Which type of function among the following shows polymorphism? A. Inline function. B. Virtual function. C. Undefined functions. D. Class member functions. What is the output of the following code? A. Output is object created. B. Output is object created. C. Compile time error. D. Runtime error. What is the key difference between hash set and tree set? A. Hash set allows duplicates, tree set doesn't. B. Hash set is ordered, tree set is unordered. C. Hash set is unordered, tree set is ordered. D. Hash set is synchronized, tree set is not. Which method can be used to momentarily pause the execution of the current thread? A. Sleep. B. Wait. C. Pause. D. Stop. Which of these is an unchecked exception? A. Class not found exception. B. SQL exception. C. IO exception. D. Arithmetic exception. What is the output of the following Java program? A. Prabhas. B. The name is Ramesh. C. No output. D. Runtime error. What is the output of the following Java program? A. int constructor. B. Long constructor. C. Compile time error. D. Runtime error. What is the output of the following code snippet? A. True. B. False. C. It will cause a compilation error. D. It will throw a runtime exception. What is method overriding in Java? A. Creating multiple methods with the same name but different parameters within the same class. B. Providing a different implementation for an inherited method in a subclass. C. Hiding data and methods within a class. D. Allowing a class to inherit properties and behaviors from another class. What will be the initial capacity of an array list if it is created with the no argument constructor? A. 0. B. 5. C. 10. D. 16. What is the output of the following Java program? A. Demo. B. No output. C. Compile time error. D. Runtime error. Which interface provides methods to traverse through a collection? A. Iterator. B. Enumerator. C. Traverser. D. Mover. How can you check if two arrays are equal in Java? A. Use the equality operator. B. Use the equals method. C. Use arrays equals method. D. Compare each element one by one. What is the output of the following code snippet? A. Java. B. Java programming. C. Programming. D. Compile time error.